One question that just locks up my mind, what are your top picks for RC cars right now? That's a question my friend Sam, who works at RC Excitement in Fitchburg, Massachusetts, a track and hobby shop, who actually just celebrated their 25th anniversary. Congratulations on that one, guys. He asks me that every time I see him, and I just don't know what to say because there's so many cool options out there. I get to try so much stuff. But that question hit me again the other day. I sat there and thought about it, and I thought, you know what? Why don't I make a video about the top 5 trucks that I really enjoy right now? These are trucks that have been featured here on the channel, and what I did was I took the action portions, compiled them together, so hopefully it inspires you to maybe check out a new RC model. Enjoy the video, guys. Well, drivers, if you watch the channel, you know this is the perfect spot for this beast, the sand lot. Plenty of dirt to rip up here. We got some hills to hit. We're gonna get wild with this beast. Gotta hit the berm, right? Oh, look at that suspension work. That is sick, guys. Love watching the suspension work on an Ultra 4. Let's hit this thing hard. Yeah. Plenty of power. And stable too. When these things hit the berm, that suspension digs in, those gnarly tires dig in, it usually wants to flip, but this is pretty stable. All right, I had to hit the big mound, RC drivers. All I want for Christmas is a big mound of dirt on a nice sized lot. Is that too much to ask? Look at this thing, ripping it up. This is a beast. It looks so good. Taking hard, it just handles so good. Oh, nosedive, did you see that? This is pure action, guys. Definitely holding up to the fun haver name. Off the hill, into the weeds. Wow. Now we gotta do a little hill climb action. Oh, wow. Wow. Look at that. That is incredibly stable. That is super, I mean, that is off camera there. Look at that. This is impressive. What a great looking truck. I honestly can't believe how well this thing is handling. I saw something hanging off the back. Looks like we lost a wire already. Oh no. New vantage point, top of the hill. Let's send this thing up the hill. Yeah, we got some rocks in the drivetrain though. Sounds a little gnarly. I've lost my rear lights. I've got one headlight out. It's still laying down power. That's all that matters, right? That's awesome. We'll send it through this way. Oh, now is probably a good time to tell you guys that it does have stability in it. It does have like a gyro in the receiver. So it is getting some correction. One thing I forgot to mention back in the studio. Yeah, that was some serious air. Wasn't the prettiest of landing, but it's still on all 4 wheels. Again, this is super soft sand. Hill climb. Man, this truck is awesome. Just like the Ridge Racer, just more exciting looking. Oh. And it does land on the wheels most of the time. That's pretty cool, right? I'm just beating on this thing, guys. Just hammering on the throttle. You know what, this is where it's at, guys. Just watching that suspension soak up those bumps. Totally worth it. So what do you think, RC drivers? I know it's the Ridge Racer with a couple tweaks and a new body, but I think it's just awesome. I'm having so much fun with this truck. It's got a lot of power. It's got style. Here we go, guys. Thought the skate park would be the perfect playground. Lots of stuff to just jump here. We got some space for some wheelies. And this thing has some power on 4S. Little air off the bump. How's this? Oh, really responsive. Look at that. We're already starting with bicycles. I don't even have it in that mode yet. 2 beeps is wheelies. So let's start off with some wheelies here. Look at that, just carrying wheelies all by itself. You just have to punch the throttle. I'll do it again. Look, one-handed. How awesome is that? That was so cool. You're probably like, Greg, what about nose wheelies? Look at that.
Nose wheelies. So awesome. This is a whole new level. Total game changer. Those guys at Spectrum, they have some awesome ideas. This is really cool. I wonder what else this could be applied to. All right, let's do a wheelie off of this. Whoa, that was not a wheelie off of that. So a dirt pile, just gotta go for it, right? We go for a backflip. Nope. That was a big air shot. Big jump. Whoa, lost it. All right, guys, back out for another day with the LMT2. Read through the instruction manual again. You gotta really study that to get this thing down pat. And of course, it's gonna take a lot of practice, a little bit of tire break-in, that is key too. So I made a few adjustments to the radio system, actually just one right now. I moved the target angle to 2 to 3 o'clock. You're gonna start trying these tricks again, just do some more practice. All right, so this is wheelie mode. Look at that, perfect. Now let's try a stoppie. Nope, maybe a little too fast. Look at that, guys. That was awesome. All right, we're getting it down. A little bit of practice. That is awesome. Nailed it. Oh, guys, once you nail a trick, it's pretty epic. That's just sick. That's just so cool that they're able to do that. Look at that, guys. How cool is that? Tell me that's not cool. All right, let's try bicycles. I got a freestyle mode. Look at that guy. Oh, man. All right, I gotta adjust the roll trim, I think. Get around the corner again. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. How awesome is that? Yeah. Oh, man. Now my heart is pumping. The world's most advanced RC monster truck right there. There we go. Here we go, drivers, getting the tires dirty. Spinning around here, little floater jump off of this. They kind of changed up this track a little bit. Spinning around, and let's take this double. Oh, butter smooth, look at that. Ooh, a little sloppy on the landings though. Getting some of that Maxx squat in the back. Get a little rub here, see if I can clear this triple. Nope, I had to back off on the double. Not too big of a lip on that jump, I guess. Nice and smooth though, it's really slappy in the rear for some reason. Lots of brake, plenty of punch out of this system. There we go, some air. Another triple here, this looks like fun. I don't know if we can clear this. Oh, we did, no problem. A little rough on the landing with that split jump there. Not too big of a lip on that jump, but we'll do it one more time. I gotta get another one in, that was pretty cool. Just required some brake at the end. A little too much brake maybe? Truck's got some rip to it. But not happy with their oil selection on this one. I wonder if they changed it up with adding that aluminum. That adds weight, you gotta increase the oil. Roll back on that slap. Let's go through the berm here. Oh, serious punch. Look at that. Oh, that's cool, guys. That's so cool. Gotta stand in the middle so you guys can see that. That is some serious rip out of that beast. Look at that. All that dust flying off the back. So cool. Wheelies through the corner. Oh, man. Oh, love that. Plenty of steering, too. A little double action here. Nice smooth. Oh. Not happy with the oils. I will say that. I'm probably gonna say it a couple times. But the rest of the truck, I lost it. There it is. Rest of the truck is great. Just gotta get my throttle down. All right, hit this. Just back off. Float. Nice. Nice. Nice off that. All right, now we're gonna get serious. We're just gonna go into send it mode. Oh, right down on that front arm. Those HG arms kicking in. Yeah, oh man, that was a hard hit. Look at that, gotta fix your divots, even though the season's over. Respect your track, guys. There's another ascended jump. Take it easy first. Getting a lot of squat in the rear. Might have to reset the ride height on it. That was smooth. Here we go, do a backflip. What a beast. Loving the Maxx. Ultimate action. Nice floating jump there. So good, guys. What do you think? One more backflip here? Wheel it up. Awesome. I tell you, for not having the perfect shock setup, it's still looking pretty sweet, guys. All right, here we go again. Another big send. Full throttle off the starting hill. Ooh, oh, ow, ow. That was a hard hit. Maxx still good? Still good, guys. This is a tough truck. Now, ultimate tough truck. Another one. We'll backflip it. There we go. Man, I love it. I could do this all day. This jump right here, all day, right here. Backflips. Just rough landings. Definitely gonna need, you know, firmer springs, heavier oil if you're gonna do this big air stuff. Kind of wish they did that with this Ultimate. But this is an absolutely fun truck, guys. Highly, highly recommended. So cool to see them just give it the ultimate treatment. I think the pack's dead. Calling it quits for today. Here we are, RC drivers, the sand pit. Not exactly the spot I wanted to run this thing. The A-scale track at RC Madness is torn up. It's getting rebuilt. And then I went to the BMX track, and that's getting groomed for a weekend race. I got to get this thing dirty. I just spent 2 hours on the highway trying to drive it. I'm definitely going to get a run in. Let's do this. Got to get started with this whoop section here. Oh, get some air right off the bat. Nice. Spin it around. Plenty of steering now that I got it dialed up. That's awesome. Just hearing the power unload. Watching that suspension drop out. Go through again. A lot of dust. Oh, man. It's handling it. Yeah, this is definitely set up for some off-road action right out of the box. Speed testing. I think you're going to have to do a little suspension work, but who buys this to speed test it anyway, right? Yeah. Oh, man. That's awesome. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. Look at this drop down turn. I definitely got to rip it through this. Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't turn enough. Big crash. The first big crash for the truck. Well, I guess that was one way to get it down the hill. But now I could really open it up in this rough stuff here. So you can see that suspension work. I mean, this is really rough, guys. Look at that thing handle. That thing is a monster. Oh, this is just a beast on 6S. Someone made a jump here. Let's hit it. Yeah. Hit it in reverse. Whoa, that thing jumps good, guys. Wow. Definitely better hitting it this side, yeah. Oh, plenty of brake to correct it. Pure excitement out of this one. I was right. I was hoping for this. That was awesome. Hit the jump wrong, like whipped it. Here we go, another one. Oh, big endo. Just ripping on this thing. Oh, wow. Wow, Corrali. It's the magic combination of parts, all their stuff. Want to see what 55 mile an hour plus looks like on dirt, you guys? Here we go. Yeah. Oh, man. All right, I got to spin it around, send it back so you guys can see this again. And this is some gnarly terrain. This beast is moving. Wow. Absolutely wow, guys. Seriously cool. I mean, look at that. I'm sorry, but that's awesome. Watch this take off. Yeah. Little sand in the wheels, I think. Little uphill climb. How awesome does that look? Killer truck rally. I mean, I know this isn't the prime spot for it, but For those of us just bashing around, yeah, this thing is sick. This is the little ridge I was looking for so I could give you guys some airtime. And into the bushes. We got some sand in the tires now. Kind of to be expected in a spot like this. So I was hoping to bring it to the track at RC Madness, but yeah, that is awesome. This thing sends through the air nicely. I mean, guys, that's 6S. It keeps on landing on all four wheels every time I jump it. Awesome throttle control. I'm dying from all this dust. And I keep getting pricked with these little prickly ball things. It hurts. Just went through the 6S pack and it didn't thermal on me. Motor is pretty hot. Can't touch that. Speed controller's okay, actually. But yeah, I would say definitely get a cooling fan for the motor just to extend its life. But it ran for a full 6S pack without thermaling. Let's get back at it. 4S pack this time. I'm not even going to do a cool down. Let's just see how it goes. So let me show you an off-road speed pass on 4S. Still fast. With all the sand in the tires and a hot motor, this thing is still ripping. That's good stuff, guys. That is good stuff. Another berm, gotta rip through it. Oh, I love the speed coming out of that. One more whoop section here. Into the weeds. Spinning back around and whoop. Yeah, there we go. It's almost like a boat porpoising, but man, it's just pure power getting laid down by this Corrali. There we go. Look at that. It handles so good, guys. I mean, seriously. You just shouldn't be sleeping on Corrali anymore. This is a killer truck. And short course, it just needs to come back, right? Let me know what you think in the video description below. Short course should come back. Here we are at the skate park, RC drivers. I was right, the BMX track is toast, and it's not the greatest here either. We got a lot of snow, a lot of ice, a lot of wind, and it's just a tad over 20 degrees out. So I'm freezing. I got the gloves on. I'm gonna give you guys a first run. Man, it's cold. Okay, so I've only got a 4S pack in here because it's just way too slick and unpredictable with the ice and snow. A little safety, but we're still gonna get a good run out of this. I promise I'll hit it up again with a 6S pack at some point. But I wanna show you guys how much of a beast this truck is. Just on 4S. So much control. Plenty of punch out of that speed controller. Yeah, that was absolutely sick. That was killer. Sliding around. Not sure how I actually control that one. Look at this. That is just killer. Such an action-packed truck. Lots of steering. So quick. Just quick up and down. Go back the opposite way, a little tough. Oh boy, that was a hard landing. This angle's pretty cool. Gotta probably rip through this pretty quick now. So responsive. That servo way better than the old stuff, right? Time to hit up the dome, right? For my safety, I'm gonna stand up here, guys. It's so sketchy with that ice down there and that snow. All right, let's see if we do the loop. Yeah, the loop is absolutely awesome. If I just had a little more traction, I'd be so much more comfortable. Man, I just love how it goes through that. Well, I'm down here now, so. Lots of brake. That thing was coming at me. Stabbed the brake. Tons of brake. That's cool. I'll stop hitting myself. I feel like I owe you guys at least one backflip with this thing. See if we can do it here. Nope. I had to pull out of that one. This direction. There we go. 4S backflip for you. Another one. So guys, I think that was a good first showing, right? Especially for a 4S pack in these conditions. I'm definitely gonna do a follow-up, run it on 6S to show you what this truck could really do. I think it's got a lot more in it. Take a look at this, RC drivers. I found some dirt to run the Creighton in. We gotta see this thing shred. This is some muddy stuff, muddy sand. Whoa, we got some power. Oh, by the way, I've got the 6S pack in there now. Tons of rip. Look at that. Now it's a monster. Oh. Okay, we gotta attack this big hill here. Definitely unload some power to the front end. The way the diff's set up. We'll start off with something easy. Nice big air. Another big one. Oh, save that. This will backflip easily. Getting a lot of sand in those tires though. They're just stuck up in the rims. I'll go for the big hill. Oh man. Just serious Arma goodness. Another one. Oh. I think the battery came unplugged mid-air somehow. Yep, just the battery connector. A lot of sand in those body mounts though. Hard to get the front off with the sand in it. One final stunt, guys. Here we go. Multiple backflips. Landed it. The EXB, guys. That's the way to go. I can't stop. Just can't stop. No problem. Backflips for days.